Yo, 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 what's going on out there, everybody? Black Compass Media, Tone Bro, here again, Political Bro Show, right? Now, this show right here is important because, let me just bring you back, right? The goals of the show. First of all, let me do this first, though, right? Before I get into the goals of the show, and you got to pardon me because I'm amped up. You see the picture, I'm amped up. But the goal of the show really is to help. I mean, it's like for people, hip hop culture, right? There's no political outlets for us, really, I think, right? Not any good ones necessarily. Apologies to people that's also doing it. But I want to translate what's going on in Washington and in politics and foreign policy for my people. I need us to be aware of things. You understand? Because the way things are done and the way things are written, I feel like it's done in such a way to make you not want to know. You don't want to know. 100 big words and political jargon and definitions of things. Definitions of things like exonerate, collusion, what these things mean under law versus what they actually mean in real life, right? So we'll get all the way into it, but that is the point of this. This is interactive. I'm not an expert. Again, I'll say that every show. I'm not an expert by any means. I just give a fuck. I give a fuck. Ty Long, I will put this on the Patreon. That's a fact. I got you, brother. But we're gonna start with a bunch of things here. First of all, subscribe. Make sure you hit the Black Compass Media joint. Subscribe to us. We have a lot of content, some visuals, and everything like that for y'all. And we just trying to innovate. We're trying to innovate. We're trying to do different things. You see the banner? Oh, I'm getting better at this. It's scary. I'm getting better at this. I am. Humbly, I will say that. Now, a lot of the way that I get better is through critiques. Like, the more critiques I get, the better I'm able to address them, right? So, hey, Tone, you should change the banner. Okay, I got you. So, I want to shout out the people that's going to be in here as the rooms and everything fill up. Feel free to voice your opinions and things like that. I will have this up in full. So, I don't like to take this down or anything like that. I don't do any editing or anything like that as well. And we just leave this up. But I'll put this up for my Patreon users so you guys can get the audio and everything like that. And I do again, tough pill to swallow and everything. Rest in peace to Tech 9. I want to start off with that, and I'm gonna be saying that, definitely for the rest of this year. You just don't. There's no amount of days I feel like you can get to where you just completely over something like that. So, rest in peace to that brother, and prayers to his family. Prayers to his family, to his daughter, to Black. Love you, man. But let's start it. So I might have to give y'all one of them classic Tech 9 motherfucking first rounds, man. So your boy Mueller, let's get to this right now, right? So the Mueller report has been released. Bob Mueller, lifelong Republican, trusted public servant, lifelong war veteran, right? Came highly touted by both sides of the parties. There were mistakes made. We'll get to those later. But Bob Mueller has dropped his report after 2 years, $25 million spent. And I think they calculated it down to the day. That's about $1,500 a day. Generated 37 indictments. Multiple people went to jail. Senior Trump officials. When I say senior Trump officials, I mean right-hand man Michael Cohen in jail. Campaign manager in jail. Foreign policy advisor Michael Flynn in jail. Well, no, I'm sorry. General Michael Flynn. Because I see what they try to do. Right. And this is why I like to remind myself of who people are, because you notice how when General Michael Flynn was convicted of a crime, now it's just Michael Flynn. No. We're not about to strip titles. OK, this is why titles are important. General Michael Flynn caught lying for no goddamn reason Maybe. Generated 37 indictments and things like that. What you have to remember, let's step back, because I think we all know about the Mueller report. It's been a buzzword on CNN, MSNBC, or whatever, Fox News, whatever you want to call it. But let's step back. The reason why we got, let's start to how we got here, right? Now, in order to understand why Mueller's here, you have to understand how James Comey fucked everything up. If you recall, 11 days before the election, James Comey came out and said that Hillary Clinton was under investigation. Per the rules of the Department of Justice, right? Department of Justice is under the executive branch. Important to remember. And I will make distinctions as to the powers of the executive branch, which I've always thought were out of control since the Bush years. But so James Comey comes out 11 days before the election, and he says that Hillary Clinton was under investigation during the time, and that even though she had committed no wrongdoing and they couldn't find anything wrong, right, legally, in a sense, to lock her up, as the chants were said. Funny, a lot of those people leading those chants are now in jail. But anyway, they didn't have enough information to lock her up, but he did point out areas of significant harm. Enough political damage to her to then affect the outcome of the election. Because they're like, well, damn, she under investigation 11 days before an election? That's crazy. Again, does not comport with FBI policy, DOJ policy to do something like that, right? Now that becomes important later. Why is that important? Now, when you have a grand jury that meets and everything like that, and you run one of these big investigations, if you're not indicted, say me and you was in the report. We in the report on some bullshit. We met up with somebody, Hillary and all that. So our names is listed in there. They're not going to expose our names unless we got indicted. That is a very important thing to understand. They're not going to say your name unless you actually got indicted. Important. Now, James Comey breaks precedent by doing that. James Comey being the former the AG and everything like that. Now, he breaks precedent by doing that. Breaks precedent. Okay. Now, the reason why Mueller came in, right? Now, if you remember, James Comey was fired. James Comey was fired by Trump because concurrent. That's a vocab word for people. Concurrent, at the same time, in parallel. As James Comey is going out there talking to the people about Hillary Clinton being investigated, not really finding shit, but still throwing a little bit of salt, enough salt to affect things. Trump was actually being investigated at the same damn time. But since the investigation had to do with Russia's collusion and Russian influence in our election, they didn't want to release that. They did not want to release that because, and the irony of this statement, because they felt like it would do significant harm to the election, right? So we were willing to go against department principles and policies to release the information about Hillary, say, she's innocent, but this bitch is full of shit too. But we didn't want to do that with Trump. Okay, cool. Because Trump's an idiot, he goes on TV and shoots himself in the foot after firing James Comey, after Attorney General Jeff Sessions recuses himself from the Russia probe or anything having to do with it. And it's made public now that we're actively investigating Russia. We fired the head of the FBI in a Nixonian move. That's what Nixon did right before he resigned. We fired the head of the FBI. My AG Sessions is not in it at all. So then what do? You hire a special counsel, an independent counsel that is designed to go in there with a lot of resources and make a full investigation. That investigation, who owns that, you ask? Who does that person work for? That person works for Donald Trump. That person works for the president. And as I explain this, I know people listen to this like, yo, what the fuck? Right? So the independent special counsel actually works under Donald Trump. Cool. Now, the idea would be you can't fire him because of the political backlash, and we'll talk about impeachment too. Impeachment is not a legal thing, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters. It's not a legal thing. Impeachment is like, all right, so if I'm going to apply for a job, right? And they like, yo, submit your social media, submit whatever. And they do their little background check and they find me in like, I don't know, like some X-rated movie, whatever, right? Something embarrassing online. It's not illegal, but they can still get me up out of there because they can say, yo, you unfit to be here. That's what impeachment is. It is a political thing. It is a political tool. So, Bob Mueller is appointed, met with bipartisan sort of happiness, right? As good as you can get in terms of support on both sides for Bob Mueller. So when Bob Mueller is appointed, he's given all these resources. You know, Trump's in the media killing him. Every stop, witch hunt, whatever, trying to win the political war. Because keep in mind, again, impeachment is political. So if I can already sort of make it seem like the report doesn't mean anything, then when it's released, it's anticlimactic, right? Like I already ginned up my audience and I have a giant megaphone as president. It's a bully pulpit for a reason. So you get to a point now where you let the investigation go on, numerous things come out, bunch of people go in jail, indictments. You got foreign actors. You got Maria Butina, who somehow finessed her way into the NRA ranks and everything like that to advocate on behalf of Russia. You got the Russia hacking of the DNC also being talked about. That's a part of the Mueller report that's not being talked about, by the way. Mueller comes out with the report. Now, here are the mistakes that people made. There was too much faith in the idea that Mueller was going to come back with something groundbreaking. Now, a few people called this. Keep in mind, it's against DOJ, Department of Justice policy to indict a sitting president. Against the policy. You can't do it. So only thing you can do is point to, hey, these are the things that might have gone wrong. You understand? But you can't necessarily say, okay, let's bring you up on charges here of obstruction. You cannot do that. That's the first issue. Now, as I'm talking about this, think about the Constitution. There are holes in the Constitution for a reason. The founders of our country did not think we would elect bad people to do stuff. They just didn't. They also didn't think that people would be lifelong politicians. And they also were not prepared for lobbyists. They had no idea. So if James Madison, if you brought him back from the dead now, first of all, he'd be surprised so many Negroes around here, being free and stuff. You bring James Madison back from his grave, he's going to be disgusted at politics because it's nothing like he knew it to be. But the holes that they left as founders are the reason why we're here right now. Mueller report comes out. Now, at this time, we have a new Attorney General, William Barr. What you have to understand about William Barr is that he was Attorney General before. He has acted in other Republican administrations. Very, very well respected on both sides. Again, similar to Mueller. But here is the kicker about William Barr, and I didn't understand why this was not a bigger deal. William Barr technically is the boss of Mueller. Right? William Barr, before anything, before he was even selected to be AG, before everything, he had already wrote a 19-page op-ed saying there's no collusion here. There's nothing to see here as the Mueller report was going on. So then it comes time to hire another AG. You goddamn right Trump's going to get the guy who said that there's no way you could do this. And even if there was, you can't indict a sitting president. Somehow that guy got passed. I don't know how. Motherfuckers dropped the ball. That's all I'm going to say about it. That's my scientific way of putting it. People dropped the ball. Right? So Mueller is technically working for Barr. right? Mueller releases the report. Now, what you have to know about special reports like this, grand jury and sensitive confidential data, confidential information is often scrubbed out of it. But the kicker is that is at the discretion of the attorney general. Who does the attorney general work for again? The president. The same attorney general who wrote a 19-page op-ed saying that this is bullshit is the guy that now has to go in and scrub certain parts out and show us the rest. So what does he do? He goes in and he writes a 4-page summary in less than 48 hours from a 400-page document basically exonerating Trump. Now, here's the issue. Because it's against DOJ policy to indict a sitting president, Mueller did not do it. Instead, he issued a statement saying that he couldn't find anything, but he's not exonerating. Okay, fishy. But basically what that means is he's punting it to his boss being the attorney general, who has the discretion to be able to do this. He had like that. This is under his jurisdiction. You can't fight it if you wanted to. The only check that we have, the only recourse that's there is a subpoena by Congress. Thank God the Democrats have Congress. Holy shit. Because we might not see it. The only thing that's keeping us, is keeping this in the crosshairs is because before this thing dropped, everybody was like, well, show the whole thing. Unanimous decision by Congress to the House to go ahead and release it. William Barr writes his 4-page summary, trying to be slick, but he kind of fucked himself. I'm going to tell you why soon. But he writes his summary and, goddamn, Sean Hannity almost did a touchdown end zone dance, break dance, whatever. Fox News going crazy. Republicans, conservatives going, see, I told you. The William Barr summary is not the Mueller report. I'm going to repeat it. The William Barr summary is not the Mueller report. It's not. The summary is a one man's interpretation of 400 pages of documentation. That's trash. So right now, we're at a point where the House is doing everything it can, relying on the pressure from people, from all of us that all want to see it. They're pushing for the full release of the report. They are. And in the background, Republicans are doing an end zone dance and trying to have it a couple of ways, right? Let's get to the hypocrisy. I like hypocrisy. I do. I like it I like saying hypocrisy. It's a good word, right? But let's get to the mind of a conservative, person. I'm not here to shit on you guys, but I gotta shit on you because you're full of shit right now. The logic is behind the Mueller report is that, hey, you guys are saying it was a witch hunt all this time, but you're going crazy over the verdict. How does that work? If I thought it was bullshit, why am I celebrating the verdict or the supposed verdict as said by William Barr? Why? That doesn't make any sense. That's crazy. That's like you playing ball and it's like, so somebody's like, oh, nah, we're not calling travel. Okay. That's trash, right? You protest, that's trash. But then you win the game and you go crazy. The shit was already invalidated. What are you talking about? So why are you celebrating that? It's crazy. So and then they're overplaying their hand by trying to force resignations. And then, because the verdict, I guess, in their eyes came back one way, they're trying to say anybody who was pushing for this is a liar and you need to be discredited. That's not the point of a fucking investigation. No, investigate. Let's see what's in there. Release the report, bruh. Straight up, come off that report. We can't do nothing unless you release that. No. And it's their job to investigate. It's literally one of the powers of the House. is to investigate. In an impeachment proceeding, the Senate will have authority. But the House has investigation and subpoena power. Straight up. So what I'll say about this Mueller report and this Mueller debacle, don't let the news cycle run out on you. Because that's what Trump does. You see how quickly he pivoted to healthcare with his dumb ass? You see how quickly he punted now to healthcare? Now let's, because I can only operate when it's controversy. Trump likes chaos. Weapons of mass distraction. It's a genius move because America is so distracted by everything that if it's not always on your screen and CNN and Fox and whoever's telling you not to be upset about it, Twitter, then it goes away. It goes away. We'll use the Flint water as an example. We'll use the Puerto Rico struggles as an example. There's still people hurting. There's still people hurting from the floods out in Nebraska. But the news cycle is what it is, and Trump understands that. So with that being said, look, a little bit too much faith was put in by Mueller to deliver a verdict that we all wanted, right? So that's kind of what we get, to be real with you. It's kind of what we get. Anticlimactic. He doesn't want to tarnish his reputation, that type of thing. But I also think, and here's the interesting thing, that there's damning information there that might be pertinent to the other 16 different statewide investigations going on for Trump. It ain't over. This Mueller shit is not it. There's 16 different investigations going on right now in multiple states. In New York alone, that shit might be worse than whatever Mueller was digging up. So stay tuned. That's why we don't want it released. And you can't do shit about the states. No, you don't got jurisdiction there. Your jurisdiction is only federal. Those state prosecutors can get you. Yeah. So it's not over by any stretch. And don't let anybody make you believe that it's over. Just don't do that. Just don't do that. So that's Mueller. I just want to get that to that. And, we'll fill, obviously I'll fill any questions about that and stuff like that. But so that's Mueller. Other thing is healthcare. Now, Trump, because he's an idiot and he can't just take a W, he wants to pivot to an issue that, frankly, I have no idea why he would do that. I had no idea why you would pivot to healthcare. Why? First of all, you motherfuckers was complaining about ACA, which I call the Affordable Health Care Act, because I don't use this Obamacare jargon. It's not that. Obama's gone. It's the Affordable Health Care Act. When you give people something in America, no matter how small, they're not going to give it back to you. Right? They're not. So you can't replace something with nothing. But as I said in the previous show, it's better to run on some shit than fix it. So now you want to run on healthcare. But here's the issue now. You had control of Congress for 2 years. You could have done something then. Premiums are high then, quote unquote. You had the political capital to go ahead and just rush at it before. And then what the hell is the plan? Now, here's the plan. Here is what the sort of the pieces of the plan, right? Plan would be to get rid of the individual mandate, which says that you have to buy insurance, which I never understood. Buy fucking insurance. Get insurance, man. You should have insurance. You're a grown-ass man. Get insurance. Yeah, I know. I don't get sick, Tone. Cool. So how about this? Either you get insurance or write a note on the back of your ID for the ambulance when they come and tell them to leave your ass there. One of the two. Because either way, I'm paying for your shit. God forbid you get hit by a truck and you don't got insurance. They still going to take your ass to the hospital and they still going to fix you up. How about you say no to that? Because you want to say no to buying health insurance. Say no to an ambulance when your spleen is out. Getting hit by a car and your spleen coming out is crazy. But you understand what I'm saying. So let's get to healthcare is an important issue. You have right now an outbreak in New York City with Orthodox Jewish kids bringing back, was it measles, mumps? Like what? These are, ailments that vaccinations actually cure. I want to get people's thoughts on vaccinations because I hear what people say about it and autism and this and that. Honestly, I think it's related more to the shit we eat. I'm looking at this pack of Skittles. Man, there's some shit in here. Hydrogenated palm kernel oil. What is that? And I ate them. I fucked them up here. But there's a segment of America who really believes that things that protect all of us are optional for them. And that's where the healthcare debate comes in. I'm not paying for your fucking healthcare, and I'm for damn sure not paying or staying in the house or trying to keep my kid out of school because your dumbass parent doesn't want to get your kid inoculated. Get vaccinated or stay away from my kids. No. Do I gotta ask that on the plate? Is your kids vaccinated? Do I gotta ask that on the play date? Come on, man. I get sick off bad parenting all the time because I don't got kid germs immunity. I don't. So buy your own goddamn health care. But the Republican plan is to punt it to the states, let the states decide how to ration health care through block granting. A couple issues with that. But the idea would be states' rights buying health care across state lines, which, again, there's issues with that. Yes, it increases competition, but it's a race to the bottom. It is. And I doubt the good folks in Texas want the good folks in New York interfering with their health care because there's certain things that are not going to be covered by the state. So how do you cover pre-existing conditions without an individual mandate? Because the individual mandate makes everyone, even the healthy among us, purchase health care. And when we all purchase health care, the cost goes down. So how do you cover pre-existing? And you know what the worst part about all this is? That is the ACA, Obamacare, whatever they want to call it. It's a Republican idea. They came up with that shit. Newt Gingrich, 94. This is back when they hated Hillary the first time and she said universal health care. They came up with the plan. Progressive Obama adopted it, right? So it's all a mess. It's all a mess. But that's healthcare. I'm interested to see where that discussion goes. Any of you who've had healthcare issues or anything like that, man, them bills do pile up. I pray to God I don't get one of those serious ailments where I need these routine checkups and prescription drugs and things like that. I've had a clean bill of health so far, but I'm approaching that age that black men approach, and we need to take care of ourselves. We do. Bruh, I know it's weird. I know it's trash, but you got to get your prostate checked. You do. Get your checkups. You have to do it. Early detections on cancers and things like that. Cancer runs in my family. Diabetes. You got to monitor your health. You have to do that. You got to take care of yourself, especially now, more than ever. Because one sickness, your ass will go broke. Believe that. You will go broke. Just a word to the wise. Another thing I want to touch on. I want to do this quickly. I want to see more from this brother. This brother I got put up here is Cory Booker. Cory Booker had a CNN town hall. Cory Booker, I'm not moved. I'm sorry. Him and Kamala Harris. I just don't see it. I don't see it. And I know it takes time because Obama, his first term, he was slow out the gate. But I just don't see it. What's the narrative? What are you trying to get accomplished? What are you actually trying to do? Maybe it's all too early and they're just trying to not fail the idiot test. You understand? Oh, I'm not a crazy person. You know what I'm saying? Which I understand. But at some point, I need to hear ideas. I need plans. I need to know what people are actually going to do. Because I'm not going to just vote for you because you're African American or because you're a man or because you're from Jersey. I love Jersey, but no. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not voting for empty suit. And I'm for damn sure not going to be stuck with a guy who tells us one thing and ends up being just a corporate Democrat. No, absolutely not. No, because that's what Obama did to us. And I love Obama. Love him. But he sold us a bill of goods on that shit. He really did. He was very much tied in with a lot of those people. A lot of the people that we just did not like. So I made a list of things that I wanted, you know, a list of ideas, so to speak. And I just want to run down some of those ideas that I had of things that I feel like we should be running on. I need an infrastructure bill. I need legal marijuana. And that's mostly because I feel like the punitive charges that are there for people that are nonviolent offenders, we need to eliminate those. I need legalization of marijuana and at minimum a 30% reduction in time given for people who are nonviolent offenders, nonviolent, sellers, users of marijuana who got caught. I need that going. The other thing I need is a national gun registry. Now, here's my trade. I want a national gun registry in return for one license to carry in all 50 states. I think that's a fair trade. That's fair. Tell me why that's not fair, as a matter of fact. Like, tell me how that's not a fair thing to do. So I think in the ideas that and then the other one was make voting a 2-day federal holiday. 2 days. 2 days. Start voting. Matter of fact, do this. Start voting on Friday. Leave everything open. Leave it all open. You know what I'm saying? Most people got the weekends off anyway. And then give me those other 2 days on that Monday and that Tuesday. Everybody needs to be voting, bruh. And you cannot make it hard for people to vote. What does that accomplish? And then the other thing I propose is a 15 to 20% raise in the starting salary of our teachers. The starting salary of teachers. You know why? Because the starting salary of teachers is trash. Whoa. They start off crazy. Now, eventually, you'll make some bread. But throw a little bit of federal funding on top of that for the teachers, especially the teachers of color. I've always thought more black men should be teachers. But I'm not going to sit here and tell a man to take a $30,000 job where you're basically compensating for terrible parenting. I'm going to be honest. I mean, I taught for 2 years. I can say this. But these are the things that I want. And these are things that I think would help us. So, Corey, I need to hear more. I'm going to be honest. All right. So before I'm going to get some people on too, but before I do that, I want to get to two more subjects just real quick. And this is this is near and dear to my heart. This right here. This is Jussie Smollett. It's Jussie Smollett versus Rahm Emanuel in Chicago PD. That's like a genuine laugh right there. That's a genuine. Yo, should I curse here? I don't want to curse. Yo, fuck both of y'all. How about that? Let's just do that. Let me just start off. Jussie Smollett, you lying, attention-seeking, falsifying motherfucker. And you, Rahm Emanuel, who only got the job because you knew Obama. And the generationally inept Chicago police. Oh, y'all both look bad. And I'm loving it. Every second of it. Every second. You know good and goddamn well the Chicago police is so corrupt that a slam dunk case like this gets dismissed. It's classic old school Chicago bullshit. We know. Somebody falsified something. Y'all ain't just drop it out of nowhere. And with all the fuckery that Chicago, how many unarmed kids got killed in Chicago by police officers? How about the gang activity and the problems that you have in your community? How about the generational poverty and a lack of educational resource that you still have in Chicago, Rom? How about that? Let's talk about it. And Jussie, first of all, nah, we don't care. How about that? We don't care. You're not gonna get us outraged for you and running the bat for you, and you clearly full of shit. You're full of shit. What you did is what most rich people do. You use your resources to get off. Cool. Great, son. You got the bread to get off. You know high people in high places. Cool. That's what rich people do in America. That's what they do. Don't try to make it into some crusade for gay and black rights. No, absolutely not. No, you're trying to use this to parlay something. Now you have first name recognition on a name that is not easily recognizable. Jussie Smollett is a household name because of this. Mission accomplished. He not about to lose no fucking bread. No. They got a Spike Lee joint waiting for that motherfucker. So I don't care. How about that? I don't care on either side. It's what I care about. What I care about is this. First of all, hate crimes are very important. There are people of color in this community, and there are people who practice, other religions besides Christianity. Muslim people, Sikh people, people of faith being attacked all the time. People gay, lesbian, transgender being attacked all the time. How dare you falsify a fucking report and provide talking points for people on the other side who make it seem like this shit don't exist? You're helping them. There's somebody out there right now that's afraid to come forward because of your dumb ass. You. Because they not going to get believed. And it's probably somewhere in Chicago. And the cops out there, listen, all these verdicts that have been returned where you clearly were in the wrong. You exonerated police officers who out here killing kids. What are you going to do about the gang problem in Chicago? What are you going to do? That's what I want to hear. Generationally inept department. No. So fuck them both. And what you're not going to do, media, is make us try to care about this. Because black people don't give a fuck. We don't care. We don't care. I definitely don't care. Even white folks, they're like, well, they all full of shit. Now you got Trump latching onto it as a wedge issue. Good luck with that. It's hard to have a wedge issue when the other side doesn't care. I don't care. I don't care. Rich people get off. They get off. That's what they do. You have money, you get off. You get out of things. It shouldn't be any different for a black person. Oh, and by the way, I see what y'all doing with that admission scandal. We ain't forgot. That's a $500 billion lawsuit. A very, very wealthy entrepreneur from Silicon Valley just resigned. But there's enough people in power in the admission scandal to bury the story and make Jussie Smollett the story of corruption. When you got transcripts of moms talking about retaking the SAT for their kids. Retaking it. I tell you what, if I had to cheat the way that these people had to cheat to get their kids to school, nigga, you go on a Job Corps. You better go fill out an application somewhere. Wendy's, something. I'll be good and goddamn well if my kid, now I'm going to cheat for my kid. And the crazy part is some of these kids are so wealthy and they cool and they like, bro, I don't even want to go. What are you talking about? I don't want to go. But we not burying that story. We not doing that. No. No, we not. We're not doing it. No. So that's where I stand on it. But these are the top issues that I want to talk about and everything like that. I don't have it pictured. And I'm sure it will be covered on the main show. The main show mostly consisting of battle rap and hip hop. Whole clique and team will be here at 9 o'clock too. Don't go away, God damn it. Yeah, I'm turning up. Yeah. But there's another issue I want to talk about. It's Cardi B issue, and then I will open up the lines to the people. If you in here right now and you hear my voice and you're on the YouTube, hit the Discord link, join the goddamn Discord. You know why? Because all the homies is in there talking all day. You never know what you might get. You might get my man Detroit Blue in there spitting, nigga. You talking about? But this is where we talk. This is where we formulate our conversations and things like that. Everybody is welcome of all faiths, sexes, and so on and so forth. Just don't be corny. But this Cardi B situation, let me tell you something. First of all, now I know that there's a lot of people who desperately want to counter the Me Too movement. This ain't the one, bruh. This ain't the one. I see y'all. So I call y'all some of y'all new blacks. Like y'all like to try to, well, what about this? Keep that same energy for that. No, this not a same energy situation. You got caught out there. First of all, you got caught trying to smash a stripper. You got a whole fiance at the crib. You bring her back to the joint, pissed drunk with bread on you, and she finessed you. That's what it sounds like to me. There's too many potholes in that story. That shit sounds crazy. And then, you know he was doing it for clout. Cause he said that he's like, yeah, you know, I woke up, Louis belt gone. First of all, okay, like cap, right? Like Louis belt gone, $850 gone, and I'm left with like, yo, don't G it up, bro. So you expect me, a grown man, 32 years old, to believe that you got drugged up after a night of being pissed drunk. You managed to take out a condom, put it on, smash Cardi, who at the time was not a looker but had some work, but smashed Cardi successfully, and the used condom was on the floor when you woke up. Nigga, you are lying. Stop. You not getting that shit off nowhere. No YMCA, no homeboy hangout, no men's get together. Real homies in here right now. If your boy came to you with that story, you will laugh in his motherfucking face. Stop it. Let's keep that energy. Like, nigga, you lucky to be alive. You got a fiance. Are you stupid? I went with my man's, oh yeah, I brought the stripper up. First of all, Broco on some real shit. Yeah, I'm bringing this joint up, man. If whatever, you know what I mean? Whatever. Okay, nah, I got you. What was your homie? What are you doing? Why do you got bread out smashing a stripper? I never have nothing out, nowhere. What are you doing? This nigga is stupid. And you doing it for clout. And by the way, to be honest here, I know some strippers. I do. They endure abuse and accept it as a part of the game. They do. Charge that one to the game, because I'm sure the type of abuse, whether verbal or physical, that she had to endure pales in comparison to you getting finessed out of some bread. What are you talking about? You smashing a Cardi B at the time was making money too. So you had $850. And then you try to make it, I convinced her to come. No, you flash a little bread and you try to make it happen. You got finesse, homeboy. It's part of the game, brother. It's part of it. This ain't reverse Me Too. And people trying to compare it to Bill Cosby. You talk about a man with a 30-year history. The people that he abused, back when he abused them, were in their 20s. They're now grandmothers. It's not comparable at all. Stop the false equivalence. There's a time for equivalence. This is not one of them. A stripper finesse you? Ha! What? What? Bruh. I'll be good. Run up on your mom and them. Tell them what happened. You got a whole fiance. What? Dumb motherfucker. I don't care. You a John. You were being a John. You got treated like a John. That's a risk. Dumbass. And yeah, DC Trey, you probably was trying to finesse her. She probably asked for a rack, and you only had $850. So she took that Louis belt, quote unquote, and that iPhone or whatever the hell, and that whatever. And it probably still wasn't enough for what the going rate to smash Cardi B at the time was. Shout out to Dave East Keisha. That's right, JP. You got to eat that, bruh. Or circle back, or shut the fuck up. You pick one, because I definitely don't care. It's a lot of Crimea River in this week's political bro news. There's a lot of Crimea River type activity. Like, nigga, I don't feel bad for you. Oh man, I don't know, man. If she had a repeated history of doing such things is wrong, and normally, like, okay, listen. Now here's a scenario with that type of thing. I would be like, yo, that's crazy. Tinder date. Your Tinder date takes you out. You know what I'm saying? You take the Tinder date out. Shit's going well. You know what I'm saying? You getting her back to the crib. Cool. Bam. Something I drink. I'm woozy. I get robbed. That's crazy. That's crazy. But a whole stripper at the joint and it's nasty like skeevy, you basically soliciting prostitution, bro, I don't have it for you. I can't feel bad for you. I can't do it. Maybe y'all can, but I can't do it. The whole idea of him being drugged is out the window. You got a fiance and got a stripper. Who pays for vagina in 2019? They practically shooting the shit out of t-shirt guns. There's whole apps dedicated to just smashing. You can open up your phone right now and find wild porn. What are you doing? I don't know, man. Maybe that's just me. Some people in the chat say I'm tripping. Okay. I'll keep that. I will. But what I'll say is this too. It is a serious thing, but I think the circumstances of what happened, what's around it, and then the blatant bullshit. You would have called bullshit on so much of what that man said. You would have called, and we all know it. Let's put our real hats on right now. You would have called bullshit on a lot of that. And Polar Dro, my guy, I'm gonna say there is a concerted effort sometimes to get strong, influential black people tarnished. And that effort is underway for Cardi. Her year last year was too good for people. Oh, hell no, she can't have another year like that and be authentic and be herself. No. So when she threatened to dog walk Tommy Lynn, the wheels are set in motion. Trust me. Them conservatives and them loud talking Alex Jones type, they got goons dedicated to just finding info on you. They got goons. So make no mistake about the timing of when this comes out. Oh yeah, we could do a whole punch session on Tommy Loren. First of all, shout out to my man John. You tried to tell me she was sexy. I don't know what y'all be looking at. I don't know what's going on. She's a New York 4, and that's crazy. Anyway, let me get some people on. Like I said before, we're gonna have the whole show, the entire show, the Click and Team, Posey, Driz, Polo, talking and things like that, and we're gonna have a whole show after this, but this is the pre-show on the political joint. So let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it, because yeah. Let's talk about it. Let's go for it. I see DME here. DME, get in the Discord, man. Let's talk. Yeah, I see my Cardi comments are gonna, like, everyone has their Like, what's the? It's not politically correct. It's not that. Like, everybody has their equivalents. Like, what do you guys? Shut up. Well, you know good and goddamn well, if the homie approached us with that story, you would laugh him out the barbershop. Stop it. Stop. Anyway, whoever wants to get on, let me know. If you're trying to get on, talk about the subjects that we're talking about or anything that might have to do with politics, world events, things like that going on, hit me up. Hit the I want to call up, or just you know what I'm saying, just hit me up and hit the tag me and all that, man. So I'm gonna get DC Trey on. Hold on. Let me do. Oh yeah, and I see my man Visual too. Oh, you know what? Visual, I got you on that too. He know what I'm talking about. Real niggas know what happened. I got you though. Let me get my man DC Trey on real quick. DC Trey, what's up, man? DC Trey, unmute yourself. You on, bro?
Can you hear me better?
Sir.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
If you're talking, I can't hear you. If anyone else in the chat can hear him, let me know. Because that's probably, that means it's on me. All right?
Let me,
All right, he says he's talking. Okay. All right, hold on. I got y'all. And the people in the chat, just let me know what's good. DC Trey?
Can you hear me now?
Oh, God. Wait a minute. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, you got me?
I got you loud and clear, my brother. What's up?
Okay. Yeah, so like we was just saying, he's an idiot for trying to finesse Cardi and got finessed himself.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking about this earlier. Like I was saying, like if you see, my thing is, maybe what she may have said out of context, but at the same time, bruh, almost every dude that goes to the strip club that may have a perv intention.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take one of these bras home, finesse the mess out of her, and then leave her high and dry.
Yeah.
He got caught. That's all it was. He got caught, and then, like we said, dumbass went back and did it again, and got caught up again because he knew what his intentions was. Oh, I liked it. I'm gonna get caught up again.
Yeah.
It's a story he went and told people, and then it just came out the light, and now he's trying to save face like that. That's not what happened. She drugged me. No, fool. That's not what happened. You drugged yourself. You went there, saw what it was. Like, oh yeah, I told her I had a G in my pocket. Really was like $750.
Yeah, like you tried to get over on her. You did, bro. Come on, yo, Trey, man. Let's because I see a lot of people is like feeling the way I get it, and I'm not trying to make light of being drugged. That's crazy if somebody actually does that. But we grown ass men. Good and goddamn well he tried to get that finesse off. Like, nah, I don't got that G, but I got you a 700 though. Well, and probably was only gonna give her 5. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right. You know what I mean? He was probably saying, well, I could probably pull like 5 and keep like maybe another 5 in my pocket. But she was like, nah, I need more than that. And then he got caught, and then that's what happened.
Yeah.
You can't get mad, bro. You got played.
Like
you just got to play the game.
You got to charge that to the game, and then if you got a whole fiance, again, I go back to that point. Because I'm a person that doesn't take marriage lightly. If you say that you want to spend the rest of your life with somebody, that's a big fucking deal. Especially when you first say it. Nigga, you ain't even married yet. You just told her that. What are you talking about? I can't feel bad for you. I'm sorry.
I can't either. Like I said, I know how most niggas know how this game is played. And what he did was he did a bitch move and got caught. That's all it was. So that's on him.
Now, had he said, you know what, I lucked out a little bit, you know what I mean, whatever. And this, because the circumstance of the story is just too much in there. That's just blatant bullshit. Come on, man. We men, man. We've told these stories to our friends before. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's no vulnerability in that story. Except for the fact that you solicited a stripper to, and even when he said, yo, I convinced her, bro, you tried to you bargained with her to get her up there, probably finessed her to do it. What are you talking about?
That's exactly what happened. He was like, hey, I got, she probably gave him a set price. Said, well, try talking down low, which she did. And he got caught when he gave a lot less than what it is. Nigga, this ain't Grand Theft Auto,
Yeah.
nigga. That's
Yeah.
what he tried to pull, Grand Theft Auto. Nah,
Like,
nigga, you can't do that.
like honestly, if I tell this same story to like my people, they be like, yo, why was you paying for pussy in the first place? Like, that's just where I come from. I'm sorry. That's me.
I'm the same way. Same here. It's like it's 2019. It's so much that's out there. Why would you pay for it? Unless either your sex game is whack or they just charge you for wasting their goddamn one time. And that's exactly what it is. They charge you for wasting their time.
Yeah. And I think I definitely think the drugging, the act of drugging somebody is wrong, intrinsically wrong. I think the act of paying for prostitutes is wrong too. That's wrong. Like, what are you doing?
But like I say, but you know how most niggas are when they out with their boys. And you know what? I'm gonna hit the strip club. But you know what? To make the night exciting, let's pop this one pill or one of them niggas just go overzealous. Say, you know what? I'm eat up right now, and I'm about to have a banging ass time, and then got finessed in the process. That's all that happened. So
yeah. You want me to feel they want me to feel bad for this John? Like like nigga, use a trick. Like, what are you talking about?
Right. You got caught.
I don't know. Yo, listen. Hey. I mean, I'm not saying son deserved it. I'm not doing that. I'm not saying he deserved it because I still think it's wrong intrinsically. I'm just saying I'm not losing no sleep. I'm not losing no sleep. I'm not.
I agree.
Yo, hold up. The people the other people that's in here too, if you want to get on, let me know. You know what I'm saying? We got Trey up here. I see Versus. You are more than welcome to come up here and give your opinion. I want dissenting opinions. I do. Yeah.
Because I look at it like this. At the end of the day, it's his fault. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's his fault. He chose to do what he did and got caught.
Exactly.
If you did it once, that's understandable. But you went there and did it more than one time. You did it twice. Nigga, that's your fault. You knew what you wanted from the jump. I know.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait a minute. Trey, you still good? I think Trey might have got a call.
Sorry about that.
You good, bro?
I'm good. But so like I said, what happened was if it happened one time, understandable. But if it happened twice, and nigga, you knew what you wanted. You just wanted to get it again. Just to make sure I knew exactly what it felt like. That's just dumbass.
I've been to the strip club. I've gotten lap dances. Now, me personally, I don't like stripper banter. So when they try to talk to you, it's weird for me. I don't like that. Just don't say anything. Don't say no. It's weird, especially in regular conversation. It throws me off. But I've had lap dances. I've had parties with strippers and all that, and I've never had anything like that even come close. The most I've even had was, like a stripper really did try to run off with some bread, but that was different. But I've never had that situation before. And men do get abused and don't report and things like that, but that pales in comparison to the abuse that strippers endure. I mean, I'm sorry, bro. I can't do that.
That's true.
I can't go crazy.
That's totally true. I can't go crazy with it, especially if it's a guy saying he got finessed at a strip club. Because I know niggas that go there and get finessed, and they come back like, well, you know what happened was. I'm like,
what had happened? What had happened? Like, but now you know what? I want Coco to talk, because I see Coco in here, and if there are any ladies that are out there, I really would like your opinion. Now, where I come down on the Me Too shit, to be honest with you, I don't like the idea of an accusation ruining your whole life. I don't like that.
Right.
I'm sorry. This court of public opinion shit is crazy, because if Tone Bro tomorrow, if it was a super bad joint, you know what I'm saying, that was like Tone Bro touch me, and blew it up in the blog, and you know what I'm saying, I fuck Piper Boy, I'm cool, like we cool now, but like if Piper Boy got a hold of that and blew it up, and then now the whole community calling me a rapist or some shit off of public opinion, I would be like, damn, son.
Right.
I think that's whack. I think the idea of being guilty until proven innocent, and then even when you innocent, still being guilty, like when people call Kobe a rapist, is crazy.
Right. You still got that stigma on you, because now people will look at you
exactly.
Like, that nigga probably did that. Even though he didn't,
that's why. And that's why that's why people sue, because they're like, yo, you're defaming my character now, because that didn't happen. If I get exonerated from something and then CNN still refers to me as a rapist, it only has to be once. I would sue the shit out of them. Right. I would, because now you're putting that on my character, and then once it cements in people's head, it just is what it is. You can go through a ton of hearings and things like that. The court of public opinion is out of control, in my opinion. It is. It is. True. So wait, hold on. I see Foreign wanted to jump in. Okay. Let me get my man Foreign on. Foreign, what up? Foreign.
What's good, man?
What's going on with you, man? It sound like you very far away. You need some time, brother?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm here.
All right. You sound you good now. You good now. Talk to me. Foreign, you from Chicago, right?
Facts.
All right, facts. All right. Talk to me. Jussie Smollett, Rahm Emanuel, Chicago PD. Talk to me, man.
Hey, man. Hey, the Chicago PD, the mafia out here, man. Gee, they basically the mafia out here, man. That Jussie Smollett shit. That shit bullshit, bro. Bullshit ass story. You feel me? Paid the motherfucker off to cleanse his name because the shit started fucking up his name way worse than he thought it was. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Nigga thought he was gonna get some clout, but the clout
right.
was in the next. You feel me? Nigga thought he was gonna clout up, but the clout went in the wrong direction.
The clout went the wrong direction.
The rain cloud, that bitch going away from you, and that bitch coming straight to your crib. Damn.
Yeah.
So it's just like that, man. Mm-hmm. So everybody out here, we just like, man, this nigga a bitch ass nigga for that. You feel me? Trying to make a come up off his name. You feel me? Trying to make himself globalized. Right. Now he globalized for bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Right. Don't nobody believe his word. Don't nobody give no fuck about the nigga anyway. He just a random ass cast member.
But why does it seem like, and the NYPD's this way too, like when they get embarrassed, they like want to go extra hard now because you know what I'm saying? You ever get into it with a cop and they look and they sound stupid and they clearly wrong, and now they want to like get tough now to make you try to, you know what I'm saying? Like they want retribution low key. Like I made a cop look stupid before, and he was want to jack me up and I'm like, yo, why you got your hands on me? Like, you feel bad, my nigga? Like, I know it's embarrassing. You turning red, bro. Like, what are you like? You know what I'm saying? Why does it seem like they extra petty out there?
The nigga ain't find shit and I ain't mad. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
He felt like he wasted his time. That's all it was.
Oh man, Trey, what you say? Trey?
I said basically he mad because he wasted his time. That's why he getting extra with you.
Yeah,
man, he ain't got shit, man. I wasted my whole time.
Cops be mad as hell. They see a bunch of they see a bunch of the homies playing that gunner, chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like just waiting to go to the party, and we chilling. Cops want to pull you over, like, oh, it's gotta be guns in here. They mad as hell.
Come up, they see you riding with your guys. Y'all going to the party at night, Friday night, all shit. Oh, I'm pulling 4 black niggas in the car, but I know it's some weed in here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
These niggas are having too good of a time. Like, let's go get them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
CPD and NYPD, they notorious for the bullshit because they definitely get on that angry cop shit once they find out they ain't got nothing on you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't pulling up nothing. You ain't got no priors. You know what I'm saying? They be trying to, and here in the CPD, they run everybody's name in the whip. Fuck
that
you
shit
mean? Fuck
crazy.
But we running everybody's shit.
Everybody's shit. Facts.
Like, and if one of y'all niggas come up bogus, they gonna take your mans. G, now y'all night fucked up. You can't even go to the party no more. You gotta go to precinct.
Yeah. I mean, look. But you see, here's the thing though. I don't know how Chicago works, but in New York City you can't have guns. So I've been stopped by cops with a nice little amount of weed on me, more than a dub. You know what I'm saying? And the cop was like, "Bruh, honestly, I don't give a fuck. I'm looking for guns." Like, you know what I'm saying? Is it like that in Chicago too?
Yeah, that's the primary.
Okay.
They always looking for weapons on us. You know what I'm saying? They want to see. You know what I'm saying? You got that 9 milli. You feel me? What you got on you? You know what I'm saying? weed is, unless you got over, you know what I'm saying, a half and shit, they don't really trip about that. They'll probably take your shit. But that'll be the most, you know what I'm saying, get a little citation, that's it.
Yeah.
But the weapons, that's what
they want the guns, bro. They want the guns. They took me and the homie out the car. Crazy. They thought we had the pistols on us. They're like, all they got is a little bit of weed. Nigga gave me back my weed and we left. Like, what? I was confused. I'm like, okay. He like, yo, bro, it's so much shit going on in the city. Nigga, it ain't even worth doing paperwork over this shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. And them the type of cops I fuck with. They like, bro, I don't want to do no paperwork behind this. Like,
hey, it's some cool CPD niggas out there too, because they'll throw your shit out. Ain't no reason. Write this paperwork for you to go to court, you to miss work. This cop gotta miss work. You feel me?
Right.
And then the judge gonna throw the shit out anyway.
Exactly.
So ain't no reason to go through all that shit just for nothing to happen to you. You feel me?
Yeah. Now let me address something, my brother, because I'm gonna keep y'all on too. But I'm getting punched on right now because they saying, oh, you sound like a feminist. I don't. First of all, let me define something. Right now, this might piss some people off, but to me, from what I know about feminism, from what things like that in college and stuff, and what I've read, basically all it is advocating for women to be independent. Do your advocating for women to do as they want, to be entitled to the full rights and social justice in society. Keep the same energy for women. You know what I'm saying? Let them do as they want to do. Don't be submissive, any of that shit. Like, can I stop you real quick? Let them, so that's how in my head, that's how I view feminism. So if somebody asks me if I'm a feminist, I advocate for women. Hell yeah, equal rights. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I get you on that, on the feminist side of things, because that is the basic.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah.
But you do have like a facet of extremist feminists. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Who want control of the world and want niggas to be subservient to the bitches.
Yeah. See that? Right. See, I'm not with that either, because I'm not answering to the. Listen. Let's just be honest here. If somebody breaking the house, who getting up at night? Let's just be let's be honest now. Let's not go crazy. But see me, with my girls, I take them to the gun range, baby. Like, you gonna learn how to shoot. Fuck this. You know what I'm saying? Like, and for me, equal pay is cool. Like, bruh, if you with your shorty, like, yo, I want you to be making that bread. Shit, we got bills to pay. All that petty shit go out the window when you start really living life. Niggas that be talking don't really do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ever been in a household you had to pay bills? I wish you was getting paid the full salary and not 75 cents on the dollar.
On the dollar. Yeah.
Hell no, we need that 25% shit. We got rent due. Fuck it, like, what? So that's my thing. But how do y'all feel about this Cardi shit? Or Foreign, how do you feel about it?
Man, the Cardi shit, man, it's coming from so many different angles for me, because I didn't seen bitches out here be shiesty. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No drink involved. Just finesse a nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Finessing badly.
Give a nigga a good fuck. He hit the cigarette. He go to bed. Now he's gone with all this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. So at that point, I'm like, Cardi, this look bad for you and shit. But at the same time, I'm laughing. Nigga, like, you let a bitch finesse you, G. You really was off your rocker, that a bitch finesse you, G.
Right.
Basically,
you ain't on your P's like that. You with a stripper at that, G. She out here trying to make bands no matter how she make it. You feel me? Most of the time, you know what I'm saying? Some stripper females be in school doing their thing. It's good stripper females, but you know what I'm saying? The standard, the double standard is that the strippers be shiesty. So why would you even have your guard down around the stripper?
Yeah, like, what are you doing? And then, yo, bro, like, correct me if I'm wrong, Trey, or correct me if I'm wrong on this. When I bring a joint, like, if I'm somewhere, like, I'm going to Vegas, right, like, in April. So when I'm in Vegas, if I meet something, you know what I'm saying? If I meet something out there on the old strip, like, shout out to the old strip, because that's where they at, to be honest with you. But I go to the old strip, I meet something, I bring her back to the room. First of all, my first little actions in that room is hiding shit. I'm sorry. I'm a hide shit type nigga. Like, I got shit tucked in, other shit. Correct. Like passport, like, or whatever. Like, everything is tucked in somewhere. Like, you lacking to begin with. Like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? So it's just, that's me though. When when I'm traveling, you know what I'm saying? Because you never know what could happen for real, you know?
Right. Facts. You never know who you run into. You in somebody
Right.
else's hood. You never know.
You don't know what happened, right? Because like you said, you in somebody else's hood. But if they trap you up,
You know what I'm
what I mean?
saying?
Oh, that's
You
some
thinking it's
trap
cool to
right there.
walk down this block and the nigga hit you with that, what you is? Now you in a jam.
Right. Now you in it, yeah.
Right.
Yo, you never know what could have been waiting for you. You trying to finesse this chick, like, and she, he gonna be over there, and they set it up. Like, come on, man. Well, who raised these niggas? Like, I'm sorry, the finesse is real. Like, what?
It's all the way real.
Yeah.
Everywhere is real. I mean,
robbed that gunpoint in the telly. Like, goddamn, bro.
Stripped naked, like nigga, butt ass, like nigga, you lucky to be alive, nigga.
You just bought those sixes. What you mean they gone?
Fuck you talking like? But then here's the thing, though. Here's where I go on the other side. I don't like false accusing. I don't like the idea of a bitch like coming out and saying, and I say bitch because these women who do this are bitches. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not referring to all women with this, but bitches that do this. I curved you, so now you coming up with all these accusations behind this shit. Or I smashed and you regret it on the low because I done finessed some pussy, you know what I'm saying, through just talking to you, but now you regret it when you wake up, so now you trying to say, I took it. That's crazy. And I think that should be punishable by jail time. I think if you lie about being raped or assaulted, you should be going to jail for as much time as that man would have got if the shit was true. So if I would have got 20 years, your ass need to get 20 fucking years for lying. Don't lie. What are you lying for?
You know how much that shit do to your public image, man?
Yeah.
You saying these
like the people act like they got master degrees in court in the court of law and shit. You know what I'm saying? All the people feel like they Judge Mathis and shit.
Yeah.
So you got all this shit going on. You got all these women. And what I don't like about it, G, is the fact that I don't like the double standard that women like to go on past.
Let's talk about it.
Give me a second to speak about it, folks.
Let's talk about it.
Because women will always stand on the double standard side that benefits them. You get what I'm saying? They will never say, you know what, and be like, you know what, look at a bitch at face value and be like, nah, that's a dirty bitch. You know what I'm saying? They always gonna stick up for they bitches. No matter what they do.
That's toxic feminism right there. That's what I think it is.
That extremist toxic feminism that I talk about. Because it's in the same right that we all humans, so we all have sin and we all have light.
Yeah.
So therefore, the bitches can do just as much wrong as us men can do. So why are they held at a lower standard than us?
Now, foreign, let me tell you something. That same story with a woman, first of all, women know how to lie about shit like that way better than we ever could. Like, she would have got that story off. I'm sorry. But then here's the other thing too. You know, I grew up with a very, very strong, independent black mom, and she taught me a couple things. This is where my whole no paying for pussy and don't touch women inappropriately. And you meet a woman, she need to be able. You treat a man like a man. My mom would say that shit all the time. They need to learn how to treat a man like a man. You understand? And it took me a while to understand what that was as I was growing up. You understand? And it's like
growing up with no man in the household, you trying to figure out what a man's supposed to be.
Exactly.
Wow.
And my mom was like, listen, when you meet a woman, she need to know to treat a man like a motherfucking man. Sometimes it's time for you to shut up. I'm sorry. As a woman, some shit ain't your place. As a man, some shit ain't your place too. But as a woman, for sure, like, bruh, sometimes you need to stay out of it. You see two men talking a certain way, aggressive, you need to back your ass up. I'm sorry. This ain't about you, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember one time, I got a little short story. I had some beef with some niggas up the street from me or whatever. And I was with my shorty at the time, and she was one of them real tough shorties. Like you remember when Gucci was like, yo, the shit jump off, she help a nigga fight. Like she was that type. You know what I'm saying? Ready to score up in the street. You know what I'm saying? So it shit got crazy. I get called a name. You know what I'm saying? I'm going down there, me and my brother. Now my mom come out the house because she like on the porch looking type, person, whatever. And then my girl try to come out on some, and my mom grabs her like, where you going? This don't got shit to, like, you need to be your ass right here. Like, he's a man. You let a man be a man. You don't need to be over there. And got at her. And I respect that. I'm like, yo, this not your place, baby. You let a man be a man. I'm about to handle this nigga. And I whooped his ass for my mom and my girl, my brother. I don't care. So, but, you know, if I'd have lost it, yo, you let a man be a man.
Facts.
So that's it. That's just the cloth where I come from. You treat women with respect. They independent. Let them do that. They whatever they want to do with their bodies, let them do. But at the end of the day, you a man. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, man. If you know, you know. If you don't know, shit, find out. That's all I gotta say with that. You know what I mean? Some people gonna hear that and not know what I mean,
and not understand where you're coming from.
And you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I ain't judging nobody, but let's, hey, life experience is a motherfucker. I'm just saying, live longer. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, live longer. You hear me? So, but let me do this. Let me do this real quick. I'm gonna keep foreign in Trey. I'm gonna get BLK in here and everything in your place and all that. Trey, I appreciate you, bro. You always coming through, spitting that real, you know what I mean, on a political show. Appreciate you, bro. All right.
Appreciate you too, bro.
No doubt. All right, so let me get my man BLK up here. Like, I wish a chick would. You know what? Like, it's so funny, like, cause I see people tagging with the feminist thing or whatever, and I'm sure people hear this and go the other way, but like, when I was growing up and shit, like my aunts and uncles and all that was married, like when the homies would go, like when my uncles and all his friends would go out on the porch and they smoke their cigars and they drinking and shit, the women wouldn't be around that. You know what I'm saying? Like they not like you a man. That this is men being men around men. I don't want to. There's no place for you in that. This new generation of women, they feel like they could just, and then want to butt in. You know how aggressive combos, like me and you talking like nigga, this and that, posturing. You know how we do. And then she want to jump. Like, you can't punch with us. Like, you need to chill. This is testosterone in here. Like, you not.
Yeah, this energy ain't for you.
This energy ain't for you, bruh. It's not for you. I'm sorry. So, and that's the same thing when like, if women doing their thing and they talking about, you know what I'm saying, they doing what they do, it's like, bro, as a man, I only can understand so much. And sometimes it's time to shut the fuck up.
It's time to shut the fuck up.
Shut your ass up.
Sometimes it be too many bitches. You got to step away from that
nigga.
shit.
Yo, when you know when your girl get company and you just be like, fuck. Like, you just like, yo, I'm going to just,
hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you call the homies, but nobody's available. Like, it's snowing. You like, fuck, I got to stay in here. And so you got to find something. You got to find something. Not to say you can't hang out with them, but when they get in that girly, that woman bag, like where they talking about real woman shit, it's not for me, bro.
It's time to go.
Yeah, like, and I'm not trivializing what women talk about. They might be talking about some real shit, but it don't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? And it's their time to be amongst them in their space, and I respect people's space, man. You understand? So anyway, let me get BLK on. BLK, you got a mean echo.
Yeah, that's a mean ass.
That's a mean. Hold on.
God damn.
That motherfucker 3 seconds late.
Hell yeah.
But
yeah.
But Loyalty just said something.
How about now? Everything good?
Like he's go ahead.
Yeah, I think you good, BLK. But go ahead, Foreign. Go ahead. Yeah. You good now. You good. Foreign. Go ahead, bro.
Loyalty said something crazy in the Discord, but I liked it. He said that women want the equal equality, but they want the double standards along with it. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's that bullshit. That's that bullshit.
They don't know how to take one or the other.
Yeah. Well, that's what I call that bullshit. Now, if you feel like you could just swing on a dude and you get that jabby jab back, that 2-piece in the biscuit and the shoulder roll, you just gotta eat that. I'm sorry. Like, you have no business if you want, like, you know what I'm saying? If you don't want that same energy back, keep your motherfucking hands to yourself. Period. I'm sorry. Women think because, you get in an argument, I could just slap this thing. No, what? Are you crazy? You keep your hands to yourself.
Yo, but let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. My mother is the one that I respect most out of a black woman for raising 3 kids by her damn self. So first and foremost, shout out to that. Now, are there any more women like that in this modern day and age?
What classy?
No, like hard working, determined to to do whatever they have to do for their family. You know what I'm saying?
Well, there's a lot of will be okay. I want to let you finish, but there's a lot of women actually that they're more into, like, they don't necessarily need to be in the workforce if they have their kids and stuff like that. Like, I think this goes back to the whole feminism thing. Part of it is, I think a woman should be able to choose what the fuck she want to do. If she want to stay at the crib, raise the kids, there's no fucking shame in that. You know what I'm saying? If she want to go in the workforce and work, it's no shame in that either. Let her do what she want to do. And whatever's comfortable for y'all dynamic, let that shit be what it is. You understand? Yeah. But it is women out there that's like that. But go ahead, be okay. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, because, I mean, no disrespect, but it's women. A woman just got locked up yesterday for leaving her child at home for the whole weekend with no food in the refrigerator because she wanted to go out clubbing.
Trifling bitch. Yeah.
That's the first thing that came out my fucking mouth.
Right.
Like, you trifling. Why the fuck you have these kids, and then when they're here, you don't want the shit to deal with them.
Right.
You don't want to do.
You know what I'm saying? Like that. My choice is, all right, if you're gonna make that choice of having children, do that shit all the fucking way. Do not half step that shit.
Right.
But
that's what's wrong with these. I ain't gonna say all the young kids, but some of the young kids is like don't have no guidance. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have no dreams. They don't have no purpose in life, only but what they see around them and shit like that. And what they need to know is, like, life is way bigger than what you see. Life can be at an arm's reach if you want it to be. You know what I'm saying? It depends on the person. And the thing that I'm saying, when you said bad parenting, Tony, that's the main reason why I don't want to become a teacher. Because I might have to shoot one of these kids, bro.
Wait, hold on. Be okay, that's fucking hilarious. But hold on.
That's crazy.
But do you understand, when I was a teacher, right? Y'all see how I look on camera, right? Now, I get the whole my face don't match my voice thing.
Nigga, I'm surprised you ain't got a whole great face right now.
Well, but now I did start to get my little first gray hairs when I was teaching. I ain't gonna hold you. But now it's let me tell you something, just as an experience, as a black man, like I'm black, dark skinned man. I can't be mistaken for nothing else. Like I'm a black man, a descendant of slaves and shit. I'm black. You understand? Right. When I walk in the room, with a blazer, a shirt, and a tie on, and I'm like, everybody quiet down. Niggas quiet down. I'm sorry. I didn't have them problems. You understand? Because it's a difference when you teaching young black kids, especially black men, and they see you commanding the room like that. I'm sure BLK, you come in the room and you like, listen, everybody needs to settle down. All right, we about to start the lesson. There's gonna be black boys looking at you like, all right, let me sit my ass down. You know what I'm saying? Because they know in the back of their head, telepathically, you done communicated, I'll fuck one of you little niggas up. So let's get that out the way right now. This ain't Miss McCracken, motherfucker.
But Tony,
you know what I'm saying?
But there's some little niggas out here that would test your G real early.
Yeah,
like early in the morning shit, like trying to catch you slipping. You up in, you before you about to have class and shit. You eating and all that, and then one of these little boys be like, yo, why the fuck you ain't in class? Talking to you just like that.
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck you ain't in class and shit like that?
Listen, I done G-checked several. There's a way to professionally G-check a student. And I didn't know this until I started teaching. In that moment, I stand up in front of everybody. Everybody here, gather around. Y'all heard what happened. Gather around. I need everybody to hear what's about to happen next. What did you just say to me, sir? What did you just say to me, young man? Look at him right in his face. You understand? Because kids, they want to see if they can get that reaction together.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Tony, bro.
My bad. I think I disconnected. My fault. Y'all still here? Shit. You was at
look them in the eyes part.
Oh, I was in the eyes. All right. No. All I was saying was this. I was saying that it's a very big difference when a kid is around a professional adult man. You know what I'm saying? When you're around a professional adult man, that's really gonna tell you like that. It's telepathic. I can't explain it. I can't, and this is why I encourage brothers to be teachers, because
it's an unwritten rule.
It's an unwritten, like, you know how you get around your auntie and them, and you like, man, let me shut up before somebody slap the shit out of me. Like, they ain't even got that energy.
Right.
You might have just walked up to the crib, but you know she'd smack the shit out you if shit go left. Like, kids know, like, you, and it's not instilling fear in them or no shit like that, but it's like, it's a certain type of authority that you can speak to them. When you tell a kid to sit down, it's like, yo, he look like me, he sound like me, this is what I'm probably, you know what I'm saying, like, all right, let me sit my ass down.
And then kids like to toe the line until you just show them that the line is where I lied, not where you lied. You feel me?
Yeah.
People like to extend the line. Let me see if I can put my toe over here. Let me see if I can walk over here. But when you set the line and you say, hey, this the line, you cross this line, it's going to be repercussions. Now, nigga got to choose. All right, I'm in front of my peers. Do I want to get embarrassed in front of my peers? Possibly. Or I just want to act right for right now until I get out of here. Then I'll get back to my regular schedule shit.
Yeah. And you cannot underestimate the you can't underestimate like, I'm trying to put it like this. You cannot underestimate the impact that you have, because you might be the first person of authority that's a black person that has told them about themselves in a constructive way. You know, and when I tell the kids, I'm like, yo, stand up straight. Talk to me, look me in my face when you're talking to me. You understand? I seen kids just straight up break down like, yo, I never had nobody, you know, I never had anybody, you know, come at me like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they tell me that later, you know, but it's like, damn, I never had nobody really sit me down and tell me why sagging my pants and carrying on like that was wrong, or why, you know, how I looked to them. You understand?
Or just showing the children nowadays a level of respect that they don't get shown, because you got to remember, we raised in a black household. We got raised hard. Hey, sit your whole ass down. Woo, woo. You know what I'm saying? You heard all the harshest terms you could possibly hear.
Yeah.
For us, it made us stronger. But this soft millennials type of generation that's going on now, every time you say something to them, they heart hurt. You feel me? No matter what you do. So when you show kids
like, I'm in my feelings type shit.
You feel me? Even the men nowadays, you say one thing, now nigga ready to pout. You know what I'm saying? Now a little nigga ready to pout and fuss. Right. But when you show kid a level of respect, and you talk to them like they not your equal, but they not subservient to you at all. You know what I'm saying? When you speak to a child like that, and they gain a little bit of intellectualism, and they feel that. You get what I'm saying? They feel that energy. Like, damn, I'm not below you. You speaking to me like I'm man with you. But there's just a difference in classes amongst us now. You feel me? But I'm still speaking to you as a human being at the end of the day. But a lot of, you know what I'm saying? We was raised, sit your ass down before I beat your ass.
Right.
All of that. And we just, that shit just went through one ear out the other. We still knew mom was going to be at the school. Somebody fucked with me. We still knew, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The first person at the police station. You know what I'm saying? But these niggas, they take that shit to heart. Even, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
The new generation, they take that shit to the soul.
Like when has it become that, you know, us as a black people, as a minority of the United States, become so soft now? Like,
let's talk about it.
I ain't saying that we was growing up like with the harshness and all that, but one thing that the OGs did instill into us was the warrior instinct that we're supposed to be having against the world.
Well,
not against our own black people. But hold on.
Yeah, sure.
Like when, what I mean by soft is like, you know, they take everything to freaking heart. Like, you talk about the hairdo, you talk about the shoes, you talk about how they carry themselves or whatever.
Yeah.
Or you talk about like you know how you was telling, you know, when you was a teacher and you sit them down and you tell them reasons why behind this, that, and the third, and they still don't get it at that time, and they got a hatred towards you. Like why is it so soft right now? In a way that we need to be stronger than ever right now. Like, stronger than ever.
It's the demasculinization of black men. let me break something down to you. One thing that they couldn't do, they was trying to figure out how to break the black man down, how to break the black
They
family
couldn't
down.
do it.
And you know what they
even trying to
decided to
hang us.
do? If I can't break the black family down, if I can break the black man down, I can break the family down. So that's
And
what
how
they
can I break a black man?
They mass incarcerate us. They show all this gayness. You get what I'm saying?
Take the black man out of.
They take the black man out of the community. You feel me?
Yeah.
Out of the parenthood of the household. And then now, guess who your kids is looking up to? The Young Thug, the Lil Wayne, the Kanye West, the Gunna, and what these niggas is wearing kilts and skirts and
and pink shit.
And you get what I'm saying? So they learn, but mentally being exposed to demasculization. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, you making some good motherfucking points. I ain't gonna hold you, but I would say this generation is very much into aesthetics, right? Like look at Instagram, look at the social media. I mean, we cannot underestimate that, fellas. We didn't grow up with social media being the way that it is now. And listen, you can spread bullshit now. You can really do that.
Yeah.
You can do it.
People will believe it
at much better rates than you could back then. But then here's the other thing too, is that on top of the fact that you get all these images of people who are influential, quote unquote, and sort of selling you this lifestyle, what we've done as a community is we've overvalued the athlete and we've overvalued the entertainer to a point where it's like if you're not that, then it's trash, right? So if I pull up in a Benz as a fucking engineer, that shit not powerful. But if there's an aspiring rapper that pulls up in a Benz, it's more powerful. Why do our heads do that? But and then one more thing, there's been an attempt by and I'll say it, mainstream America, white America, to make the way that real parents that we all grew up with, to make the way that they parented us seem like it was just so bad, right? Remember, it was like, oh, don't hit your kids and this and that and whatever. My mom was like, listen, if I don't do this shit now,
that was the best time in her life.
Nigga, if I don't do this shit now, you're gonna be in jail. So you either gonna take this and take this punishment, or your ass is gonna be in jail. Period. Like, and give me your goddamn TV. Facts. Like,
and she said, I can't save you in jail.
Yeah, that's real. Yeah.
You're on your own in jail. You're on your own. You did the crime by yourself. You got to do the time by yourself.
That's a whole fact.
That's one thing my mom taught me.
So you say, like, you feel me, like, don't your kids and all of that. To us, the whooping was like the ultimate punishment for breaking the rule and regulation, right?
That's a fact.
Feel me?
That's a fact.
So now you took the fear of the whooping out of. So why do I have to follow any rules and regulation? I know you ain't gonna touch me. I know you. Oh, you might kick me out the crib. Okay, I got my homie crib. I can go over there. You feel me? I got my bitch crib.
Like it ain't no.
Over there. You feel me?
It ain't no self-discipline in them.
Repercussions for me disrespecting you no more.
Right.
I don't really feel like there's no punishment to that anymore.
And to add on top of that, Tony, bro, like self-discipline is not even in the community anymore. Mm-hmm. Like these niggas don't self-discipline themselves or not. You know, like, you know, if mama had that pie outside the window and she told you not to touch it, these niggas would go, actually, like, as soon as they put it up at the window, go ahead and snatch that shit and go ahead and eat that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have no self-discipline. Like, patience is a virtue. And sometimes you got to wait your turn before your turn can shine. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you ain't going to get your shine right now.
So let me do it. I hate to cut you off like that, bro, because this is a very dope convo, but we got to get into the main show very, very soon. So I got to close out. You know what I mean? Right. Black Roots, I got you next time. And, you know, BLK, I appreciate you, bro, jumping up here, giving your opinion on things, man. This is real dope.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean?
Salute.
Word up. And my man Foreign, man, Chicago. Appreciate you, brother.
It's always love, man. You already.
No doubt. Shout out to Foreign, man. Shout out to Chicago. Shout out to everybody that was listening. We are going to start the show very soon. Very, very soon. You know what I mean? And shout out to my man Roots. I was gonna get to everybody, but I'm gonna leave this up so everybody can see it. There are visuals up on the Patreon, new visuals. We got other visuals coming and things like that. And yeah, we're working on a couple things. Yes, that's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, the whole show is gonna start and everything like that. All the topics that I brought up today, go ahead and do your own research on things. Drop comments. I know I'm gonna get a lot of comments, probably gonna kill for a couple things I said. That's cool. This is what we're here for. I definitely don't know everything, and I'm not an expert in politics or psychology or women's studies or anything like that. I just give a fuck. That's me. So on behalf of the entire team, on behalf of those of us who want to be informed, those of us who appreciate knowledge of self and keeping, our people together in this crazy ass world, man. I appreciate y'all and all the allies too, man. All the people who seek to understand privilege in its many facets and address it and reverse the systematic injustices that we all face. Those people, shout out to all of y'all. I'm up out of here though. Tone Bro, Political Bro Show. Peace.